Welcome back, guys, to the Becoming Spiritual YouTube channel. I'm your host, Baba, and today we're going to be getting into the topic of earth angels. And I am going to first state that I am a bit congested today. I don't know if it's like, the heavy solar flares we're experiencing right now, or, just maybe the winter. However, just as a disclaimer, guys, so if you hear me clearing my throat every now and again, you know why. So, earth angels. Believe it or not, Earth is a place where it's not just humans here in terms of walking around in the flesh. We have everything here, right? We have different types of spirits, inhabiting the flesh. And, some people will consider themselves starseeds, especially people who gravitate towards this spiritual information. Some people find a resonance with certain star systems like Arcturus, Sirius, Orion, Andromeda, Lyria, or soul origins will actually give us an idea based on what we resonate with, right? And oftentimes in your natal chart, there's a fixed star natal chart that you can find on astroseek.com, and it will actually show you based on how your personal planets line up with particular star systems, right? So if you have like your Venus, your Moon, your Mars, your Sun conjunct within like 1 or 2 degrees of Sirius or Orion fixed star, or there are many different fixed stars, and that will show you that particular fixed star energy is working with you, right? So if you find a resonance that like, okay, I'm from from Vega, for example, and you have your moon conjunct Vega fixed star, then you know that that's a confirmation for you that that's working. That's a fixed star energy working with you. Some people may have various fixed stars working with them, right? And these are like confirmations that your soul maybe is based on one of these particular planets in one of these fixed stars, where these fixed stars are located, or maybe it's or maybe that's just your soul origins. So it's very important. Fixed stars are important, but the earth angels are very, very different as well. They do resonate as some form of starseed type energy. However, they also have activations that they go through. Most of us would have had like a spiritual awakening that brings us into the knowing that we are much more than just a body or whatever else, right? But for earth angels, it's a bit different. They will get actual particular activations, and they will look human, right? But they will be great messengers towards humanity, or for humanity. They have a mission to help enlighten humanity. They come with a knowing that they are here for a specific purpose, to help. And depending on when their activation happens, most times, based on my understanding, it happens within their 20s, probably their first activation. Some of them will find themselves actually having etheric wings. They can feel the wings growing out of their shoulder blades. This is one of their most prominent activations. Some of them may have their etheric self appear to them in their spiritual armor, and maybe their sword and horns and their wings and all of that. So these are very real things that happen to these particular spirits, right? And they look normal like regular people, but if you are around them or if you have an encounter with them, especially if you're more spiritually inclined, you'll find that there's something very different about them. Even, something that just stands out about them. A form of a presence that just resonates, as something different. And these people are great messengers. They're very protected, right? They're very gifted, and they're here on a divine mission. I know of a particular person that, based on their account, there are many times that they have almost died, but it's always some mysterious way that they survive or that they're saved. And later in life, this person had their activations of what they really are or were, or well, they're still living, so are. So, I mean, we have various kinds of entities walking around here. We also have people who are mixed with the jinn DNA, and we have people with all different types of energy, right? So it's a great mistake as well to just readily be offensive to people, right? It's best, to learn about people and to know people. You don't want to be one of those persons that just walks around and tries to offend everybody, because you don't know the kind of energy that they're walking with, right? And you don't know what's really, who people really are, especially if they're more mysterious and have a certain, I would say, divine energy about them. God, some people call it God, some people call it the universe. We have everything here. There are many different entities here on their various missions, right? And it's good to just be respectful to everyone. Secondly, these people generally will have difficult lives, because they will have to come into difficulty to actually, and isolation, to have their activations and to find their purpose. They know they're there for, or they're here for a purpose, but they may not know what it is until they're more isolated and find themselves. Because remember, the majority of us, after birth, our minds are basically wiped, or we don't carry our memory with us. Some people do, but most people don't. So these people tend to have those experiences as well. Outside of that, most of the other resonance in regards to things that correlate to them and their life is generally lines up with starseed energy, right? So that's basically it for today, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, guys, to like, share, and subscribe, and comment as well. I mean, a lot of you guys are watching the videos, but very few are really, actually liking. So please, guys, it definitely helps the algorithm, and it helps that more people will see this information. All right. So thank you, guys, and until next video. Okay.